Well, hello, it's that time again. I'm about to go into day 15 of winter. Year 3 is my primary save today. And I spent the night on Ginger Island because a couple of days ago, real time, I was looking at the wiki and recognized that, oops, I've been growing the wrong kind of fish. I needed to be growing stingrays if I wanted to get some dragon teeth, not blue discuses. So I decided to come try to catch some and stay overnight since it was the 14th when I made the trip, and I've got to be here anyway today to see what Mr. Chief wants this time. Only caught one stingray, but one is enough to start a pond. Before I do that, though, I've got Robin building up my barn that I had started the other day. I guess it must have been about the 11th, or maybe even the 10th. No, I think about the 11th, because it was the 14th yesterday game time when I put in the order for the upgrade. And after that, I'm going to set her right onto the deluxe barn. Just to get it all done, basically. All done at once. I may not. Well, the biggest reason I want the deluxe barn is the auto feeder. I'm not sure I'm ever going to end up with a dozen ostriches. But we do have an ostrich egg, we do have an ostrich incubator, and when we get back across to the valley, I'm going to install and start the egg doing its thing. And so, today being the 15th, in addition to all that, it is the night market festival again. And I'm going to buy some seeds just to get it out of the way, because I don't feel like paying Pierre's price. It's the same price if you catch them in season. But like I said, when I got the missing stock list, when it's not in season, he marks his stuff up pretty good. I don't know offhand whether it's Joja prices are higher, because I no longer have Joja to compare with. But it doesn't really matter. I know I can get them, and I can get them at a better price than he's offering at the moment, and I will do just that. I don't know whether I mentioned it or not, but the other day I discovered I was missing a scarecrow, and there was debate and confusion, we'll say, on the advice I was getting. Pardon me a second. Pardon me. So I had one. I finally got the main server of people helping me to understand. Yeah, I cannot look at pictures and tell you which one I'm missing. One of them told me that it was number 4 that I was missing, and over on the playability Discord server, which is where I usually ask my questions because they automatically understand that I'm blind and going to have accessibility issues from time to time, seeing as they develop the Stardew Access mod. One of them said, yeah, you're right when you say that it's probably number 5 that you're missing. So just for funsies, precaution, just to get it done, I bought number 4, which I'd also be able to get at the night market tonight, or probably tonight anyway, but it would be 20% more expensive. It was 4,000 from her at the traveling cart yesterday. It'd be 5,000 at the festival. And all because I waited for a special event. Yeah, buddy. So now I have 2 of number 4, 2 of number 7, and 2 of number 8, and my farm is dotted with scarecrows. But come the flower festival on I want to say it's the 24th of spring, I will get number 5, and then from there, hopefully, we'll get the deluxe scarecrow letter that I've read about on the wiki not too long after that. But that is in the future. Today, I was on, of course, I did my regular farm chores in the valley, I believe. Then I went off to, let's see, what was it? I believe it was Demetrius. He sent me down to do some crabs, or maybe that was the 13th. Yeah, it was. Because today, the 14th, should I say yesterday in game now, since I'm about to hit the thing to proceed to the 15th, was Linus wanting a crocus. And that was the daily order, so I've been doing a bunch of stuff, basically, but not recording at the moment. After today's farm work, though, I have 38,000 and some change in hand from the shipping bins. Oh, and that was fun, too, because my automation went a little... It didn't go wonky. It did what it was designed to do, and I just hadn't properly configured it. And I couldn't, because when I realized it was taking things out of the shipping bin, taking things out of chests and putting them into the shipping bins, because it sold some things that I didn't want to sell. And so I went and tried to look at the config.json file, and I didn't see the option that I need. And since I had to roll back my Stardew Access to 1.6.2, I cannot configure it at the moment through the general mod config menu. And so... or generic, whatever. Anyway, GMCM is its usual abbreviation. But one thing Smappy is good about it is it allows you to respawn things, which is the only time I've ever spawned anything. I don't do it just to make a run easier. I just did it to replace something I had lost. So I did that, and then it was still taking things out of the chests, and that was gonna hurt because it was taking totems and metal bars and all kinds of stuff. I mean, every time I tried to lift something, it would move something else to the shipping bin, and I'm like, look. And it started because I had set up a couple of recyclers, because I've been collecting trash for years from the fishing. And I was like, I never just deal with that the way I need to, so let me just automate it, because that's what the daggone mod is for. But basically what I ended up doing was plucking up both recyclers and the chest, and then moving the shipping bin, emptying it, putting the stuff back in the chest where it was supposed to be, moving the shipping bin to another part of the house where it's not directly next to anything, and then setting the recycling thing up again, and okay. Annoying, but no serious harm done that I couldn't fix. Yeah, that was gonna be one of those days if I hadn't caught that, though. Oh boy. Anyway. I'm looking at my list of farm goods sold today. Whoops, I must not have tended the animals yesterday. I'm getting bad for that. Let's see. There's the foraging. Okay, yeah, I again didn't make it into the barns and coops yesterday. Shame on me. Bad me. And I have rambled more than enough. What has it been? 5-10 minutes? I don't know. Let's go. Oh yes, yesterday was Harvey's birthday. He was not neglected. Lucky him that I had some apple wine ready, because if I had not, he would have gotten some hot pepper wine that I accidentally made last week. But it wasn't ready yet. I kind of wonder why the TV doesn't show the Ginger Island forecast first if you're on Ginger Island. Just, you wouldn't think if it's that far away that you would get the exact same stations. It'd be interesting to have some different things over here. Anyway. Weather's clear all around for the 16th tomorrow. Fortune teller today says that the spirits are very happy. Well, good for them. Living off the land. Talking about geodes. Useful things, geodes. Okay. No, I don't need the fishing info. Let's go see about these monsters. Random tiger slimes that for some reason always spawn on your farm. Oh, and that peach sapling I was trying to figure out last week, I found that there was one on Ginger Island that had some weeds a little too close to it yesterday, so I took care of that. So it should be okay now. Okay. Here we go, Mr. Chi. It is your turn first this time. Extended family. Again. Okay, let's see what the right quest is. Skull Cavern Invasion. Which one do I want to do today? I think I'll fish and sell them all again. Well, I didn't sell them all last time. I'm keeping... I was intending to put them in tanks and I couldn't seem to get it done. But I don't feel like a Skull Cavern run. I just don't. It's that simple at the moment. Right. So runs you right into Mr. Chi. Why not just go back the way you came? Unless he moves and blocks you. Just weird. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so that is done. Do I have any crops that are ready again, or should I just... Let's grab this coral, just for funsies. And then we'll get back in town, and we'll start hunting again. Oh, really? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, that's stuff that I'm taking home for various reasons. No foraging here today then, so be it. In that case, let's go see about that obelisk. And I will mark that bad boy. Farm obelisk. And we'll call it an interactable, I guess. Because we interact with it. And now, just that quick, boys and girls, we're back on the farm. Interesting, it put me down near one of the fish ponds. There's that seed spot. Okay. Let's see. There we go. We'll go over here to the fishing chest first and put down the roe and the stingray. And then we'll go inside to the trash chest and put that stuff in and just generally unload before we reload again. Oops, that's not what I need to do. Let's see here. I got a lava eel too because I want to do a pond with that. Put the stingray in there. Let's see now. Oh, where is that egg? Salt it. I'm basically going to end up with 5 fishing ponds. Because I am going to keep my blue discus and my sturgeon. And I hear lava eels are pretty good money, so I'll make a pond of them, and then I gotta make another one of stingrays, and I'm saving one for the legend if I can ever figure out which one goes into a pond. Let's see here. Maybe it's inside. No, that's not it either. Let's see here. Let's empty all this trash. Then we'll go up here. And we'll put the iridium sprinkler and the sap and all that fun stuff in there. And we've also managed to save a couple of fairy rose that I accidentally harvested, but I'm still getting fairy rose honey from all of the... Let's see, where is that? Yep, there we go, iridium bar. That goes in there too. Big chest there. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying before I distracted myself... I've got gifts for Caroline. I've got poo. Poo, because I thought I had gotten rid of all the trash and I found some more. Heh. Alright. I am massively distracted and lost track of what I was talking about, so if I at any point repeat myself, sorry. Trying to keep track of what you have and what goes where is... Even if you know what you're doing, it's distracting. Okay, let's see about these. Grapes in there. And where are we going to put... Yeah, the Omni Geodes go over there in the stone chest. And the Iridium Sprinkler goes back in the green chest. I should probably actually use it, but that can wait. I can put it out anytime I want. Now let's see here. There we go. I have 10 quality sprinklers waiting around on Ginger Island because I just took them over there the last time I needed some. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do this. Since there's already one in there, now there are 2. I think. 2 iridium bars. Those should be... Okay. Yeah, the fairy roses, they need to go into the aqua chest. Because they'll be good for Caroline and probably a couple of others. Strangely, they don't stack. So even though I saved 2 common ones and sold the fancy-dancy gold and silver ones, they both show as one separate from another. Okay, where'd it go? No. There. That goes into the teal chest, and I should have grabbed a dresser, since apparently it has infinite clothing capacity. But I have not done so yet. Shame on me. Tisk tisk. There's the ostrich egg. I went right past it. That happens a lot when you're looking through a whole bunch of stuff. Right where I thought it was. Okay, now, it being the night market, I'm gonna take... Well, combination of the night market and me trying to catch legendaries again, I'm gonna take the challenge bait with me. Just for funsies. Now, did you notice, assuming the visuals are working anyway, the Legend 2s are worth like 10,000 gold apiece. And the regular Legend, oops, because I've got him too. Yeah. Yeah, the Legend and the Legend 2 are both worth 10,000 apiece, so I'm gonna try to catch some of those. Let's see. Load up the... Load up the fishing bait. Ah, that iridium sprinkler was supposed to go in there. In the green one. Whoops. I didn't mean to move it. Okay, where to go? Get in there. Okay. It's still where I wanted it. I wanted them lined up. Alright. I guess we'll move along then. More seeds. I don't really need. I'm gonna end up with like 200 watermelon seeds before the end of the winter. It's crazy. I guess I should plant more of them. Hehehe. Alright. The mushroom logs are ready. And the crystallariums, and the fishing ponds, and the at least one tapper. But first, into the barn we go. I'm going to put the incubator out of the way as best I can. Whoops. Yep, there's Ms. Robin. Six to 3. Three, 3. Let's see, is there anything here? Nah. I should be able to back up. Here's the incubator. Right at 3, 3. And there goes the egg. By the time it hatches, we should be up to the deluxe barn, or very nearly. I'm not sure how long it takes exactly, but it's my intention to begin the deluxe farm upgrade basically as soon as she'll let me, which will probably be about the 18th, unless she takes every single day off for the festival. I'm not going to bother to fill up the bench because there's no animals in here at this point. I bought this barn explicitly because the other was full and I had to have some room for an ostrich. And now that we have handled that, it's time. You know, I think maybe I should paint this one to differentiate it from the other. I don't know if Stardew Valley Access will read that or not, but it does with chests, so it may. Okay, that is the animals tended. Boy, oh boy, sometimes that feels like a chore the way they run around. So, we shall now dispose of all the farm produce. Okay, we'll deal with that now. Clean up the machines, set these lionfish row to doing their deal. Just because we've got them. Let's see. Here's one. There's two. Let's see where they are. Sturgeon Road. I know I have some. There they are. And now we've got the crystallariums, the preserves jars, and the fishing bin, bait bin, deluxe bait. And now we've got to do these mushroom logs. And the tapper. And it'll soon be time to take up a bunch more. Yeah, I gotta do more of those too. Okay. Now back to the mushroom logs. Now we've got our taproots and the blue discus pond that must have gone past and not noticed, or maybe we hadn't gone past it. But anyway, we got more road to get into the preserve jars momentarily. If I can. Where is it? South, okay. Now let's see. Two packs chanterelles, they'll be going in. Because it's 800 versus 1200 and some change. Whoops, let's see. There it is. Gotta make sure you don't move the wrong one, or else you end up picking up the log that you just harvested, and it's annoying. Okay, there we go. Now let's see what we've got. Let me organize this just to make it easier to read. Oops, I missed some milk. Okay. Algae I'm keeping for the moment. I'll need it soon, I suppose. Let's see. 10 common mushrooms, 5 common gold, and 10 common chanterelles. Okay, so I guess that works out alright. There's not much difference between the gold and the regular, the artisan dried mushrooms. There's only like 25 gold difference between those, I should say, but sometimes I do it anyway. And it's good that I did not set up a whole bunch of raisins, which I need to do because I've got a grape collection. I really do. Let's see, machines, lightning rod, for reserves jar, where art thou? Blue discus row. Where? How many do I? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. There's one. Just one, it looks like. Mystic syrup. I needed one of those for something. Mystic syrup. Let's see what all it's used in. That'll be the easiest thing. Mystic syrup. I already sold one, so I know it's not that. I was waiting for it to craft something. Let's see, recipes, treasure totem, bluegrass starter, that was probably it. Fiber, moss, and mystic syrup. Okay, so I need it for treasure totems, which need moss, hardwood, and mystic syrup. And I need it for the grass starter, which is fiber, moss, and mystic syrup. I'm gonna do bluegrass first, it's more urgent. I'm not exactly hurting for treasure at the moment, although once I make 4 million, I will be building all 4 obelisks once I have the dragon teeth, and getting the Statue of Endless Fortune, and then, if that wasn't enough fun, my next challenge is 10 million gold for the purpose of a golden clock. Okay, let's see. One of the fridges has all the moss. Let's see. Let's see, there's a snow yam over here, so I can move that. Anyway. 1, 2, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Let's try moving that snow yam. And see if I find the moss I was looking for while I'm at it. Yep, there it is. 32 moss. Okay. So we'll take that. And we come over here to the workbench and we go recipe hunting. That's one good thing about mudding, is that when you want something, all you have to do is type it. Fiber seeds. It's different. Although I've got to make some of those too. Just for the crafting perfection nonsense thingamabobby. Whether it's fun or nonsense depends on my mood. The rush for it is nonsense, but it's kind of fun to try to do eventually. I really don't understand the drive that people have to play this game very fast. That just ruins the vibe. Let's see. Tub of flowers. That's another one I have to craft whether I really want it or not. Let's see. Okay, so we gotta buy a bunch of flower seeds when we're out. Let's see. We've gotta have jazz, tulip, poppy, spangle. Okay, so spring and summer. That'll be tonight and tomorrow night. Not in the terms of the night festival, because it sells spring on the 1st, summer on the 2nd, fall on the 3rd. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Alright, I went right past it. Let's see. Huh. There we go. I went right past it, like 3 times. Okay, let's see. How many of those did I get? I hope more than 1. All that it required. Boo! Just 1. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put the moss in here. Then I'm gonna put the bluegrass starter and the powder melon seeds I saw in here with the rest of the seeds. Whoops, I missed a pine tar. That's okay. I can put that in. Whoops, I goofed up. I did. It is my day to do that. There. Now, let me organize this again, because I missed something before. I should have stopped off by the stone chest. Oh well. Caviar, in you go. Goat milk that I missed, in you go too. Okay. So. Now we need those dehydrators. Dehydrator. Dehydrator. Oh. Hydrator. Dehydrator. Dehydrator. Okay, so let's get rid of those 2 jades. We're gonna need them again one of these days. So I'm gonna put them in that stone chest where I should have put them the first time. Okay. And there that is. You know, no, actually, it won't be a problem. I was gonna say I may have problems with the cheat quest this week with the fish on the beach if the night market changes the map of the fish, the beach. But I think if I don't think it's quite as disruptive as some festivals. We'll see. If it is, well, I've already done it once, so whatever. It's not like I'm missing a new experience. Yeah, let's see whose birthdays we've got this week. While I'm thinking about it. Because today my thoughts are scattered and I'm not thinking about much of anything for any great length of time. Except something I have to do tomorrow that I really don't want to do. 15, 16, 17, 17th. That's interesting. Because most time they avoid that. Pardon me, but the 17th is both the wizard's birthday and the last day of the night market festival. 20th is Evelyn's birthday. And that's who I've got to worry about this week. I'm not especially concerned. I've got all kinds of essences and purple mushrooms for the wizard. Excuse me. And I have saved Evelyn a raisin. Marnie wants a sea cucumber. I can do that. Assuming, of course, that I can find her. That is always the challenge. Robin's resource. Or island ingredients. Okay. I'm gonna catch 1,000 stone this time instead of Gus's 100 ginger quest again, even though that one is longer. I don't feel like going over to Ginger Island every day for the next week and a half. So we'll get Robin some stone, or rather we'll show her that we can gather 1,000 pieces of stone in a week, because curiously she lets you keep the stone. I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to promote her business, but whatever. So today we find sea cucumber for Marnie. I've got some in my chest, my fishing chest, because I keep a stock of them for Willie because it's one of his love gifts, and so I don't have to give him a diamond or a prismatic shard or a fancy bar. So I think it's gold. He likes gold and iridium or something like that. It's for bobbers, I'm sure. Alright. There. I'm not sure what I got the first time. I thought I had missed it. Oh, well, we're checking the forage. We'll check the backwoods, or at least this elevation of it. Nothing here. We're gonna have to go to the lake and our legendary fish hunt. But we're not there at this moment. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oops, I should have kept those cave jellies. I don't think I've got very many of those. Oh well. I saved 10 squid for cooking purposes. Stuck them in the fridge. Super cucumber. No, 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 no. No. I know I've got some. There's one. Went right past it. Okay. Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna put that one back in. And I'm gonna give her a common one. I'm not sure how I ended up with 6 common and 21 iridium, but I knew I had some. Let's see what else I can do here. Crocus goes shipped out. Joja Cola. Gonna drink it later. Okay. Hanging on to the Joja Colas. And now we're gonna go... Let's see... to the forest. We'll see if we can catch Marnie, and since we gotta go there anyway, we'll see about... catching the, I believe it's the glacier fish down there. And then from there we'll go into town and catch whichever fish it is that you catch off the river. Figure out the order from there, I guess. Oh dear. No Marnie. Tisk tisk. 11 on a Monday. Who knows where she's at? Marnie. Let's see. Marnie, Marnie, Marnie. Well, today would be a festival day, so we'll suppose she's not there. Spring 17... 16... No. Monday. Pierre's. Alright, we'll go see if she's at Pierre's today then. After, that is, we see about catching Mr. Glacierfish. Fishing. Okay, here we go. Chubs. There we go. We have Mr. Glacierfish. 3 times, mind you. I wonder if the original Glacierfish knew he had 3 kids. Okay. Let's check on the raccoons while we're thinking about it. Mr. Raccoon, how art thou? Is it next week or the week after that you'll want something from me, or perhaps you'll wait till spring? I have not figured his schedule out yet. I'm not sure if it's once a season or what. We're doing great, Bobo. Good. In that case, I shall check you next week. There we go. See Charlie. Oh, Pierre, is Marnie keeping you company today? There is Miss Marnie. Sadly, only a miss because Lewis has no... I cannot say that and be polite. There you go. $2.25. now we go to the river. Pike. Both useful fish. Really? Oh well. I did not, I guess, have things arranged properly on the ride, but it lasted longer than I usually get, so whatever. And I caught the, I believe this one might be Miss Angler. Let's see, I didn't hear it because the tackle wearing out overrode it. Yep, that's Miss Angler. Miss Angler. Okay. I think that's the glacier fish. That's the angler. The mountain has the legend. I feel like I'm forgetting. Eastern here has another one, but there's a fifth one. Radioactive carp. Yeah, that'll be the sewer. Okay. We're gonna hit that up first. After we do the mountains, though. Because the mountains are a little out of the way in comparison. So we'll do the mountains, then the sewer, then the beach. And that'll be this one done again. I admit freely that chances are that my mod is helping considerably here. And it's probably very difficult to catch these fish. Actually, speaking of which, I'm gonna go grab another curiosity lure. There's a curiosity lure, and huh. That's interesting. Where are Lewis's lucky purple shorts? I guess they went bye-bye too. Okay, well. In that case, I will be just try to steal another pair from Mr. Mayor. Heh heh. I think we'll try the legend without it, though, just for fun. And while I'm at it, we'll do some foraging if we see anything along the way, although I'm remembering there's nothing in the backwoods today. There usually is in the mines. Or, not the mines, the mountains. And Robin's resource rush is gonna have to wait, because I don't feel like tackling it today. I'll do that when I am not recording. This week's resources aren't really anything that's something that I'm really dying to show you. This week's play, I don't have anything that I think's likely to interest you very much. I could be wrong. But I have a suspicion that you don't want to see me run through the quarry 3 times, or however many it takes, to get 1,000 stones that are basically worthless, except for when you need them. Yep, got to go and grab those artifact spots, but we'll do that in a bit. Too bad, cast. I think it was a sturgeon. Bullhead. Lincod. Oop. More seeds. Some Stardrop tea. And some Lincod rope. Well, Mr. Wizard may appreciate the Stardrop tea. I better double check that, but although I don't think there's anyone that dislikes it. Sometimes people are weird. The Wizard is really weird because there's really only a few things he's interested in. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, more sturgeon. Legend 2. Gotcha. Gotcha. I've got bushes getting in the way where I'm trying to get to. There we go. I think Linus might have been there too. The thing that Tile read me was his campfire, but you don't usually walk into that. Okay, so we've got foraged stuff. And since it's not particularly valuable, I might just eat it while I'm fishing later. Louie, I'm gonna find your shorts, Louie. Again. It's one of the neat things, is the basement. You can get a bunch of them. Actually, I think maybe I'll need to grab some. I think I'll need to go grab the staircase to do this. We'll check it out. Mayor's room. Yeah. He. Ahem. It looks like Marnie's getting a little desperate. Unfortunately, both of them lack the spine. He lacks the spine to make an honest woman of her, and she lacks the spine to say, look, dude, I deserve better. But yep, time to go and grab a staircase. And since I have to stop by the farm, I'll sell off what I've got. Well, most of it anyway. I'm gonna make some more money here shortly, I'm sure. That's what I'm doing today. And this angler is gone. There go the linkods. There go the pikes. There go the perches. They're not all that valuable. There go the glacier fishes. There go the chubs. And the crayfish. And the crocuses. There go the legend 2s. Stardrop Tea I'm gonna hold. 3 more link cod, in they go. 3 bullhead, in they go. 6 sturgeon, in they go. And I'm gonna keep the snail. Stick it in the fridge. Stick the various types of roe in the fishing chest. I cod roe in, regular bait in, because I'm using challenge bait for that tonight. Okay. Into the house we go. And that should take care of the seeds. That should take care of the snails. One snail, really, but let's see. Okay, Stardrop Tea. Stardrop Tea. Into the aqua chest with you. Okay, that is that. Oh, almost. Light blue chest is where I've got this prefabricated staircases because it's something that I usually have to hit when I'm preparing for a mining run. I'm not sure why I've got 5 super cucumbers in there. Must be because of the their food effects. They're not. They don't have any special buffs, but they do very nicely at restoring energy and such, energy and health. $25, 325 energy, 146 health. There's not much else that does that, I don't think. Short of the, I think I've seen a magma cap that'll do it, and it might be about it. Short of the magic rock candy that is just crazy and guarantees filling up everything, but it costs so much that you either sell it or you keep it. You can get from the raccoon wife from, I want to say it's 20 mystery boxes at her shop. 20 golden mystery boxes to be specific. So it's expensive any way you go about it. You just need some luck, or you need to be willing to sacrifice whatever you might get from the golden mystery boxes. And you can't use it when you would really need it, like trying to make it down the 100 levels in the Skull Cavern when you can't eat. That's when you most need it, because then the monsters are taking cheap shots at you and you can't do anything about it. Heh! Okay. Let's see here. Got ourselves a staircase, if I can find it again. Here we go. You know, I'm really tempted to make a pair of these to wear, just to see how hard Marnie laughs. I hear there's an amusing dialogue or something when you do it. Heh heh. I'm horrible. Maybe stick one in there in the soup pot next summer. I'm terrible. Alright. Boy, this is a big basement. Either that or it's very windy. It's probably got all kinds of stuff stored in here. Flying purple shorts. Ping, 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 ping. It beats the crap out of you while you're trying to get out of there, that's for sure. But I do kind of like the ping, 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 ping. Alright, now let's see about setting this rod up properly again. Okay, let's see. Put those down. And the shorts are attached. And the curiosity lure is attached. And the challenge bait is attached. kind of sad. Won't you come by tomorrow night? If you come through the back window, no one will notice. I'd like to see you more often. I know you're busy, but can't you make time for me? If you have to question that, I hope to see you tomorrow. M. If you have to question that, Marnie, your relationship is not solid. I'm just saying. If you have to question whether your man can make time for you, then you already know the answer. Let's see. What do I want to call that? I think I'll leave it as other, because it's not exactly decor. Lucky purple shorts. Alright, now it is time to go into the sewer. Everyone hold your nose. There's the radioactive carp. Gotcha. I should have said hello to Krobus, but I didn't this time. Beach. Beach, beach, beach. Gotcha. Son of Crimson Fish. Gotcha. And that is that particular quest done again. And an animal cracker to boot. A little bit of good luck there. Now I'm going to... Let's see, where'd it go? Yes. Head back across. And we're gonna sell off some more stuff and then just kind of hang around until about 5 o'clock. Since it's already 1 o'clock, it's safe to say that there won't have to be a whole lot of hanging around, as I put it. But I am going to have to clear out my inventory yet again to make sure I've got room for seeds. And what's more, I might even plant some of them in the greenhouse now, seeing as I don't actually have to wait till spring if I don't wanna. Let's see here. Coal goes inside. Animal cracker goes inside. Son of Crimson Fish, off you go. 2 gold mystery boxes. Hold on to that. Carp, off you go. I hope nobody eats you because that doesn't sound very healthy. Years in toxic sludge. So we go into the farmhouse now. Where did I put those? Let's see if the coal goes in the big stone chest. Yep, there it went. Now. Yep, the animal crackers are in here. Now I've got, how many have I got? 3, I think? Four. Good. And there goes my recycling project. Okay, so Robin's is the only thing left. And by the time we get back to the beach, it'll be 5 o'clock or as close to it as won't matter much. Or 40. Magic shop boat. I kind of wonder why the magic shop boat doesn't actually sell magic. Gravestone. I don't want stone frog. No, thank you. Cone hat. Nah. Parsnip seeds. Parsnip seeds. Yeah. We'll get a few of those. 5 of them. I believe I've got some of those, but I'm not sure, so 5 of them. Potato seeds, 5 of them. Tulip, 5 of them, just in case, for presents and things like that. Kale, 5 of those. Jazz, 5 of those. I have to ship 1, I know, just like the tulip. And another's gonna be for the, whatchamacall, the tub of flowers. Garlic, yeah, 5 of those. Iridium fireplace, I don't know what that's supposed to look like, no thanks. Rare crow, don't need that. That's interesting, that's 7 of 8. Well, anyway, I don't need it. I've got that. There's 8 of 8, don't need that one either. Crystal chair, I've got one of those. Never use it. It's sitting out by Granddad's shrine. Upright piano. 10,000 gold. If I could actually play it, I might actually get it, but as far as I'm aware, I cannot. So that's that there. Panning spot. Desert Trader, let's get our nightly free coffee. If you're patient, you'll get an espresso out of him, basically. Let's see now. We're gonna go over to the east pier if possible, see if I can find this panning spot. That's always a questionable proposition. Let's see, panning spot, panning spot. Where'd it go? That's odd. Well, not really. Time's passing. That's another reason I freeze time, because if I don't, panning spots disappear before I can get to them. Okay, so I'm going to go play with the mermaid boat. They're not going to give me another pearl, so I'm just going to go play with their music. And I do mean play with, meaning that I might do the little jingle, I guess you'd call it, but I just want to play with it because it sounds spooky. Well, spooky's not the right word. Odd, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's actually... Leah, you're blocking the road. But it doesn't seem like it's actually in tune. It might actually be. What's that? This painter something or other? I do not know, guy. Magic shop. Oh, no? For crying out loud. It's almost a choke point, just so narrow. Everybody's all clustered together there. That's why, like for the Squid Derby, when I can, I separate myself from wherever the crowds are, because it's just easier. I always wonder what that animation's supposed to be. But listen to the note. That just doesn't sound like a normal note, does it? I hear two notes in it. At least, maybe more. That's just weird sounding. All of his musical puzzles seem to sound weird to me. Now, my favorite thing to do during this festival for the music. The money's okay, but the music is the best part for me. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to picture this. It's like you're fishing out an airlock or something. How's that supposed to work? I don't know how they do this. Or if they can, actually, in real life. I'm actually going to eat that fish stew because A, my health is low, and B, so is my stamina. Midnight squid, blobfish. More sea cucumbers. That's probably how I ended up with almost 30 of them last year at about this time. More midnight squids. Bad cast, but that's okay. Still got in the water. It doesn't really matter down here. Seaweed. Super cucumber. That's the funky looking purple one. Apparently. Blobfish. And some treasure. Nothing terribly special. Some coal, some geodes, and some blobro. Excuse me. Lots of trash this time. Now we got some fish. Octopus. I think I stuck one of those in one of my fish tanks. Spookfish. Whatever a spookfish is. Midnight squid again. Spookfish. There's only a few kinds of fish down here. I'm just in it for the money at the moment. And the music. And the music. And the music. And the music. And the money. And the music. Yeah, I'm being random. Five music, 2 money. And that's not counting what I said before I came in. Seaweed. This doesn't really make me think of the ocean. I don't know if it's supposed to or not. If you want to make me think of the ocean, I'm not sure how you could do it without the waves, because the waves are definitely a surface thing. But there is a sort of... I guess the slow tempo is kind of leisurely. Leaves you with the impression you get all the time in the world. But you don't, unless you can do like me and stop time. I love that mod. I really do. Otherwise I'd get nothing done in this game. I would have given up on it early August, probably. Or no. When did I download that? Might have been June. If I hadn't learned about mods, I would have given up on it pretty quick. I'll admit that. I do not claim any expertise in this game. I know how to do things. I do not know how to do things in Stardew's normal time. My dad's given up for the moment because he's got it on his iThing, and the iThing doesn't allow you to mod. Ironically enough, if he had it on his Android, he could mod, is what I understand recently. But I cannot say I blame the man for not wanting to game on his phone. That's very lame. And Mom was talking about, well, he could use your old computer. He could, but since it's no longer supported, because it's got Windows 10, there ain't no telling what he'd be opening himself up for by using that old system. It still runs. but the hardware wasn't such that it would support the upgrade. That's how I ended up with this one. Coal and bait, nothing special. Not even challenge bait, just regular deluxe bait, which is fine normally, but since I'm using challenge tonight, well, that won't do. And I think it's getting about time I start checking inventory, see how much space I've got left. Because my goal at the moment is basically to fill up my inventory. And I've already got 10 spots used naturally. Because I've got all my tools. And I've got more than that because I've got seeds. Three more spots and I'm done. May or may not fish more tomorrow or the next day, but if I do, I won't be recording. Your next recording from me, I'll probably be working on the burping troll farm again. Okay. Now I have to figure out something to drop. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. There we go. Drop the algae. And was that everything? Yes, it was. Alright, Captain. We're done. And although, well, actually, I'm gonna stick around just long enough to let you know how much all that fishing was worth. Oops. It might help if I position my hands on the correct keys. Just maybe. Possibly. Okay. I kept the Joja all day, never used it. So, into the bin. 33 midnight squid. 3,300. Sea cucumber, 6 of those. 450. I think all the fish are common quality here. Skip past the seeds and the bait. Blobfish, 10,500. Seaweeds, I'll sell those too. I've still got some pretty good amount inside. Six super cucumbers, 1,500. Coal, geodes, blobfish roe, octopus, 3 of those, only 3. Gasp. 33 spookfish, 7,260. Sea jelly. Golden mystery box, golden animal cracker, 5 challenge bait. I'll keep all of that. Okay. I'm going to, just for funsies, plant a tulip and a couple of blue jazz. I need one for food, and I need to ship one. I think Evelyn likes tulips. 2. Oh, here comes the coffee fest. All right. Tulip. Tulip. Jazz. Jazz. And I got to keep some of those for gasp. The tub of flowers. Note to self. Remember it. Okay, so we're gonna head inside and dump all of these seeds, and that'll be the end of this video. Ooh, the farm cave. I haven't been in here in a couple of days. Oh, it didn't even take me there, so be it. If you time the button pressing just wrong. It doesn't move sometimes, or it takes you right back where you were. Excuse me. Okay, so we got the green big chest, and we plop coffee beans. Okay, jazz seeds in the chest, garlic in the chest, kale in the chest, tulips in the chest, potatoes in the chest, cauliflower in the chest, parsnip in the chest. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're gonna slide over here to the aqua chest. Plop. Let's see. We'll put the geodes in and let the automator handle on those. Hammer on those a little bit. Let's see. All right. There's some more stuff that needs to go into the fishing chest, but I'll deal with that later. All right. It's always one tree or the other not growing. Goodness gracious, 9,000. Excuse me, 92,000. No, 93,209. Most of it from fishing. Most of it, undoubtedly, from the legendary fish. I kept the first three, when the first time I completed that quest, I kept the first three of everything. But I sold all of those today. Yep. Every bit of 40,000-50,000 just from the legendary fish. The rest of the stuff was... Some of it was pretty good money, some of it was, you know, average. I'm not even going to try to recite all of that. But you could tell my character definitely had a day fishing. Didn't do much of anything else. Alright, we shall see you on the next one.